What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share and also comment. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. Thank you so much for the love and support, and greetings to my brothers and sisters all the way from Caribbean country. So guys, in today's video I want us to talk about this issue of Black Americans. They are complaining they are being disrespected, they are being scammed when they visit Africa. Not only in Africa, also they are complaining they are being disrespected, and also they are going through a lot when they visit some of the Caribbean country. And also guys, I want us to watch this video of a Jamaican lady. She has come out and sent this warning message to the Black Americans who they are visiting Africa, and also who they are visiting Caribbean country. So kindly guys watch this video, then I'll be back with more comments.
I am a Black American and I absolutely love to travel to the continent of.
This is for the African Americans who think exactly like her, because I know it's not all of you. Whenever you decide to buy a ticket and visit another country, predominantly Africa or the Caribbean, can you please make sure to leave that stereotypical mindset that was inflicted upon you by these white people that oppressed you at the door before you enter? And if you can't do that, simply don't go. A girl went to Africa and someone got injured. Oh my God, someone got injured. Someone's phone got stolen. Oh my God, someone's phone got stolen. Sweetheart, you are from a country where a teenager can go to Walmart and buy a gun. America has the highest number of serial killers. You are from a country where when a white teenager feels depressed, he goes and shoots up a school. You are from a country where people who look exactly like you get murdered in broad daylight with all the evidence to show that they were actually murdered and never get any justice. So please explain to me how you can boldly acknowledge crime or incidents elsewhere, but you can't notice it in your own backyard. So crazy to me how the Western world have conditioned and convinced themselves and the people in their community to believe that crime exists everywhere else apart from the Western world. No, because let me do this again. Did people not die at Ariana Grande's concert in Manchester, England? Did Kim Kardashian not get robbed at gunpoint in Paris? And yet you still only acknowledge that crime exists in Africa? Some of these people are the same ones who will come on social media and make these stereotypical jokes about Africa, about the fact that Africa doesn't have any water. Meanwhile, Michigan don't have none neither. You lot will come on this app and stay shouting about how they live in mud huts and how they live in trees, but will never take a moment to look at the statistics of homelessness in LA and New York. People like you will come on this app and stay preaching and talking about how impoverished and poor and disadvantaged and how sad it is to be African and live in Africa because of how Africa is. Meanwhile, you're getting oppressed in your own country. Believe it or not, it's the same way when some of them go to the Caribbean. And you know, funny enough, same thing happens in Jamaica. Same thing. If you ever travel to Jamaica, just make friends with one of the staff at the hotel and ask them the worst guests who visit, and they will boldly tell you African Americans. And you wonder why some Caribbeans and Africans simply just don't like some of you. Because you lot come here and stay in other people's business and stay talking shit, knocking your cent against somebody else's dollar. You lot can really stay at the land of the free that ain't free. You really can stay there. Nobody's begging you to carry your bag and come. Do you understand? Don't buy tickets. Stay home. Good night.
So I've been ready to let this matter rest, but then I got this epistle in my inbox. About your video on the African Americans moving to Ghana. Why is it colonization, gentrification when we come back to where we came from? But when African immigrants come into our communities, pushing us out while simultaneously bullying us in our own cultures, that's not colonization and gentrification. I never said that it couldn't happen in the reverse. My video was a specific response to a video that an African American woman did and issues raised by people from Ghana. I never said that it didn't happen in reverse. In fact, there is established research that shows that the gentrification happens by African, Caribbean, Black immigrants from all over the world, happens in the United States. There's established research on that. So I never said that it wasn't. African people are 100% worse about uprooting African American spaces and tearing down African American culture. Your argument seems very uneducated. A big part of the problem is that African Americans will readily admit that when black immigrants move into their spaces, they have the ability to gentrify and to displace them from their communities. Yet you seem to have a problem with realizing that African American immigrants who move into other black countries can do the same thing. And this is what I mean when I say some African Americans can move into spaces and act like colonizers. Not all of you, but some of you. Because you don't seem to have the ability to realize that you should respect other people's spaces the way you're demanding that people should respect yours. Why are you acting as if you have some God-given right to a place in Africa, talking about where you come from? There is nothing that would propel me as a Jamaican to go down there, to go to the continent, anywhere in Africa, and claim that, okay, this is where I came from, and so I should be given some kind of exceptional welcome because this is where I came from, with no regard for the people who are living there. Incidentally, that is what is happening in Gaza right now. African Americans who are moving back to Africa are the ones that are being pushed out of their home by immigrants and white people. It just seems that the rest of the diaspora will never understand African American soul and people and our culture. And many of you only have the experience of people moving into you. So your arguments are valid and you understand what it feels like when people move into your space and displace you. Why then don't you see that it's a problem when you move into other people's places and displace them? All these arguments are valid. And I am saying that it happens also when you move into other spaces and displace people in the global south. So many of you in my comments lack the ability to understand that what you are talking about, some of you also do. And therein lies the problem. Because when the big fire happened in Hawaii and everyone was very vocal about Oprah owning thousands of acres, displacing the native people in Hawaii, everybody understood exactly that that was colonization. But people are in my comments defending their ability to take the US dollar and go into global south countries because your family came from there hundreds of years ago and buy up property and raise the price for everything and displace the local people because you have some birthright to that place. What does that sound like to you? Because the uneducated person that you're talking to who has studied migration, I know what it sounds like to me.
I hope you have watched that video from our Jamaican lady. She has come out and sent this warning message to the black Americans because the black Americans, they are complaining of being scammed when they visit Africa or in the Caribbean, and also they are being disrespected when they visit Africa and also in the Caribbean. And also guys, I remember there's a video I did of a black American lady. She came out and said that she was scammed in Africa. She was buying things in a high price, and also she was encouraging the black Americans not to come in Africa because of how she was scammed. And also there is a video also I did of a black American lady. Also she was complaining of being disrespected in Jamaica. And for me, I want to tell my black American brothers and sisters, I don't want this video to bring a division between us black people. I want us black people to unite, and that's why I've come out and I want to share this video with you all so that we can at least come to the conclusion. So just to tell you that here in Africa, about the issues of scamming, I know we have scammer everywhere. The scammers, they are everywhere, not only here in Africa. Also in the Caribbean we have scammer, in United States we have scammer, in Chinese, India, UK, all over scammers, they are everywhere. So before you coming out and complain you are scammed here in Africa, it is because you are so careless. You can avoid being scamming by following the right procedure. if you want to book an hotel, and there's someone who come out and say, I have a good deal of hotel, you can come and pay my hotel, it is cheap. No, before you going and pay the hotel, you need to do more research. You need to follow the right procedure so that you can make sure that the hotel that I'm going to book, it is nice, it is good, and you are not being scammed. You need to follow and to do more research through the also agency, and also you need to do your research very very well before paying something online, because I know a lot of scamming, it happens online, and majority of the tourists or majority of the people who are coming in the country, they are being scammed through online by them booking hotels or by them wanting to buy some property or lands. They are being scammed. So for you not being scammed, at least you make sure that you have do your research very well, and not coming out and say I was scammed in Africa, so black Americans don't go in Africa. And also the issues of being disrespected. Also, there's a lady also, she came out and said that she was not being received very well when she visited Africa, and also some of the African people, they were seeing her as not one of them. No, for me, I can tell you that we as African, we love visitors. We as African, we love people who look like us. So I know majority of the black Americans, when they want to visit Africa, because of them being in the money country, because of them living in a well-developed country, when they want to come in Africa or in the Caribbean, they want to be given the first priority. They want to be given they want to be appreciated very well than the local people, and they are forgetting that we as black people, we are one color. So for black people to respect you, also you need to respect the black people, the people on the land. So you cannot come in Africa or in Jamaica with your high perspective that these black people, I will be going to be received like this, I'll be going to be given more opportunity because I've arrived in home, I've come in motherland. So that it is not what it is going to happen. And also the issues of buying things with a high price, because also there's a lady also come out and say that when the black American lady, she also come out and say that when I visited Africa, the Africans people were raising the price, I was buying things with a high price. Yes, when you visit Africa and the African people, they realize that you have come in the United States or this UK or in the money country, probably most of Africans, they see like that it is opportunity, and that it is true. Most people, they see that it has a good opportunity, because also they will see you as a tourist. Yeah, because also it depends what the things that you have come to do in Africa. Are you coming in Africa to visit Africa, to tour Africa? Are you coming as a tourist, or are you coming to connect to your brothers and sisters? So it is also depend with how you have come in Africa or in the Caribbean. So if you are come as a tourist, also they will charge you with a tourist price. Yeah, you expect to buy things with a high price, expect to buy things with a high price. And also if you want to avoid that you can also request to you can also decide to come and pay some local people so that they can take you around. And also because of you doing that, to paying a local so that he or she can take you around and you can know some of the things, you will not buy things in a high price, and also you will be avoiding the issues of scamming. So these are some of the precautions you should take when you are coming here in Africa. And also I want to tell you that I know majority of the black people in the United States, they have been told so many things about this African continent, the Caribbean, the black nation. They have been told, the white people, they have teach our brothers and sisters, the black Americans, bad things about Africa. and that's why when they visit Africa, they want to be appreciated very well because they are coming in a good country, in a money country. And also this, it has made also a lot of black people not to come in Africa. And also this, it has made a lot of black Americans not want to be associated with African or the Caribbean, black people in the Caribbean, because of how they have been told about the black people in the Caribbean and also here in Africa. Because majority of us black people here in Africa, the white people, they usually tell our brothers and sisters, black Americans, that Africans, they are dying with poor. Africans, they are dying with hunger. Majority of them, they are poor. Africans, they live with struggle. Africans, there is no development in Africa. So because of the white people also telling this to our brothers and sisters in America, that it is black Americans, majority of them, they usually see the black people from Africa as not the good people, as the people of struggle. And that's why when they visited also here in Africa or in the Caribbean, they do not want to respect us because of how they have been told things about us in Africa. But for me, I usually preach some peace and unity among black people. No matter you are in the Caribbean, no matter you are in black Americans, we all black race, we are one. So we need to come together and also support each other. We need to unite. I keep on telling you that revolution, it has started here in Africa. Black people, we are uniting. Black people, we want to be respected. Black people, we want to be become one so that we can conquer these other races. So we should stop this hating. So wherever you are, in the Caribbean or in America, all of you belong here in the motherland. So we are one. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share and comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.